Hello, my name is George Grant, GGS Pro Technical Services Manager with Griffin Greenhouse Supplies. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Hortus IBA water-soluble salts. This is a very unique propagation tool that can be used for a variety of different situations in ornamental production. Regardless of your state-of-the-art propagator with an incredibly nice facility, or you're attempting to propagate with minimal resources, we can still use a variety of tools to benefit and help our way of propagating high-quality plant material. Hortus USA Corporation has created a product called Hortus IBA water-soluble salts. They utilize a 20% concentration of a rooting hormone called indole-3-butyric acid, or IBA. IBA is one of the most common rooting hormones out there, and this particular product comes in a water-soluble solid/powder formulation. It comes in 3 different package sizes. As later in this presentation, we'll go into a little bit about rates, but this is a very cost-effective product that can be used in various different ways, which is the primary benefit that makes this product unique. First, briefly, I'm going to talk about IBA. IBA is, as I said, a very common rooting hormone. It basically stimulates development and callus formation, and also root initials. Ideally, we're going to be using it to reduce propagation time. The quicker I can produce a pullable liner means less resources I'm putting into actually producing that transplant. Also, we're going to be using IBA to improve the quality of that liner, the uniformity of that liner, and however, it's worth mentioning that being a propagator requires sound horticultural practices, and using rooting hormones such as IBA does not replace the need for those. Now, what makes Hortus IBA unique as compared to other IBA products, and there are a variety of ones out there that are very effective, is that Hortus IBA's label, and it's due to its formulation being water soluble, it has a flexibility in its application methods. Here are 4 unique ways that it can be applied: spray drip down or a sprench application, a quick dip, a total immersion, which is similar to an entire dip immersion, and then basal long soaking, which is basically setting the unrooted cuttings into a solution for a longer period of time. Let's talk about 3 sub practices for dipping into Hortus IBA. First one is the quick dip method. This is taking an individual URC, basically putting the basal portion of the cutting into about 1 inch of solution and putting it into it for a few seconds, and then quickly sticking it into the tray. This is something that could easily be done on a sticking line. A basal long soak method is essentially the same thing. However, I'm taking a group of URCs and I'm either rubber banding them together, tying them together in some way, and I'm letting them sit in solution, that same solution at a 1 inch or slightly more depth for 12 to 48 hours, so significantly longer. Total immersion method is when I'm taking a group of URCs and I'm completely dunking them in solution for about 5 seconds. As you can see, all of these could be used in a specific scenario depending on the timeline and the type of material that you're working with. Probably the most unique and most advantageous way to apply Hortus IBA because of its formulation and its labeling is the ability to sprench it on. Essentially, you can stick all of your cuttings into your trays, put them on the bench, then suit up with the proper PPE and apply this as a sprench application. Ultimately, this is a heavy spray to the point that I'm applying enough volume where the solution is actually dripping down or running down into the stem where it meets the soil line. Ultimately, our objective is not to saturate the media, as that might increase the cost and be product wasted. Here are several product questions that we commonly get as relates to Hortus IBA. Here's the personal protective equipment or PPE needed. As you can see, respirators will be needed for spray application or sprench applications. Our restricted entry interval is 0 hours. The shelf life is greater than 5 years, so it is very, very stable. However, even if you did mix up a solution, it would still have a shelf life of 1 month. We would definitely recommend using that up within a 1 month period, but that gives you an indication of how stable this material is. It is labeled for ornamentals, being herbaceous, perennials, and woodies, and luckily there are a variety of different rates that correspond with the different types of plant material you're growing. There's a wide range of rates depending on what you're growing, and luckily there's a lot of resources out there as well. The Hortus IBA website, or Hortus website, has a lot of information that's beneficial to any type of grower. The pesticide label as well has quite a bit of rate information, and as always, GGS Pro is here to help you if you have any rate questions as it relates to this rooting hormone, PGR, sanitizers, pesticides, you name it, we're here for you in that regard. It is worth mentioning that Hortus IBA is very concentrated, and because it is solid, we will want to be measuring it out using a weigh scale. So that's important because it's so concentrated, we might be weighing out very small amounts. As you can see, 100 parts per million of IBA is 0.5 grams per liter of water, or 1.9 grams per gallon of water. A lot of us have scales already for weighing out pesticides and fertilizer. However, our weigh scales might not go down to these low quantities. So you may consider needing to invest in a lower, more precise weigh scale as needed if you're using this product. As you can see, also the trial rates or rates for this product vary quite a bit depending on the type of material that we are using. As you can see, with harder to root or hardwood cuttings, the rates go up quite a bit compared to herbaceous or more tender cuttings. The Hortus website was nice enough to put together a calculator, as you can see here, with the URL provided on the slide. This helps you determine how much you need to mix up depending on the concentration and the amount of water you're looking to mix up as well. Thank you for joining us in this presentation regarding Hortus IBA water-soluble salts. As outlined in this presentation, IBA is an important tool when propagating material. Although there are a variety of effective IBA rooting hormone products available, Hortus IBA does present a variety of advantageous ways of applying it, such as the Sprench method. If you have any questions regarding the rates for specific species that you are using or on how to apply Hortus IBA, don't hesitate to reach out to us using the contact information listed on this slide. Thank you.